次の世代に何を伝えるかっていうテーマなんですけども、要は自分が、両親とかを超えていくという、自分が前の世代を超えていく、前の世代を超えながら次の世代を紡いでいくっていうストーリーなので、そのために非常に重要な、キャラクターとして、スネークの親としてのビッグボスを出しました。
As far as Big Boss is concerned, one of the overall themes of the Metal Gear series is having, the main character surpass his predecessors, surpass the people who came before him, and really usher in a new generation. So in that sense, Metal Gear Solid 3 is really a key chapter in the series, and Big Boss is a very key character because he's basically like Snake's father. So that's where I really want to put a lot of detail into that character.
There's obviously another character we should talk about, which is Raiden, his sort of involvement across the series. We all remember that surprise Metal Gear Solid 2, which we weren't expecting. Well-hidden secret, I remember when I was playing it. He's going to make his debut in his own game, which he announced a few years ago at E3 and evolved into Metal Gear Rising Revengeance. We talked about the BGAs last year. Tell us about the creation of this character, because I think he was very, very controversial, obviously, when he was first introduced.
So first of all, how many people here like Raiden?
How many people hate Raiden?
1でね、メタルギアソリッドでスネークがすごく世界中で伝説化されました。
So, first of all, Snake became very popular with Metal Gear Solid 1.
なので、2から入る人にとってはやっぱりビッグボスなんですよね、スネークが。
So for people who jump in at Metal Gear Solid 2, from their perspective, Snake is already like a big boss type of character.
なんで、ライデンというのは、最初のメタルギアでいうスネークの位置にある。要はスネークを超えていく新しいキャラですということで作ったんですけど。
But as I mentioned earlier, there's that theme about exceeding your predecessors. From that perspective, Raiden is like the original Snake in the original Metal Gear, and he's the guy who has to surpass his predecessor, who is Solid Snake.
もう一つはスネークというのが神格化された中で、プレイヤーが操作するのではなくて、もっとキャラクターを作りたかったんで、ライデンという新しいキャラクターを動かしながら客観的にスネークを見ることでさらに英雄度が増すというか、そういう作り方を MGS2 でやりました。結果的には不評だったんですけどね。はい。
And so, another thing is, Snake is kind of like this legendary hero, and so I want to build upon that. And rather than having the player play as this legend, it's more effective to have someone else looking at him and seeing him as a separate character and as this really cool character who kind of helps you on the side. So that's why I wanted to come up with this new character, Raiden, as the main player character. That was the original concept. In the end, maybe it didn't work out so well. Some people didn't really like him, but that's where the concept came from.
Well, they're going to get another taste of him with Metal Gear Rising Revengeance. Talk about this, the choice, obviously, to put him in this game. You first teased it, it was probably 3 or 4 years, 3 probably years ago at E3. Why did you choose to give him his own game? And then, the other thing about this game, which I have to ask you about, which I haven't had a chance to ask you before, is the idea of Revengeance as a name. I mean, it's such an awesome name. How did you come up with the word Revengeance?
僕、スネークもそうですけど、ライデンも僕が作り出したキャラクター、非常に実は好きなんです。
So, honestly though, Raiden like Snake is a character that I created, and I really like them. I love them.
2の時にちょっとヘナチャコな部分を見せてしまいましたんで、やっぱりライデンも本当のかっこよさっていうのもあるんで、それを MGS4 で出しました。
And in Metal Gear Solid 2, because of the way the story panned out, maybe Raiden wasn't as popular a character as he could have been, but then we kind of wanted to show how he could be cool in Metal Gear Solid 4.
するとですね、MGS2 の反対でかっこいいライデンが出てきて、で自分はスネークをプレイするんですけど、今度はやっぱユーザー皆さんは、ライデンを操作したいっていうすごいオファーがあったので、ライデンを今度もう一度かっこいいライデンを皆さんで動かしてもらおうと思って作ってるのがライデンですね。
So this time, it's kind of like flipping the tables around. So this time in Metal Gear Solid 4, people were playing as Snake, and they saw Raiden on the sidelines and thought he was a really awesome, cool character, and he kicked ass. And so at that point, we got requests, people asking, well, are you going to make a game? We'd love to control Raiden, and so that's why we decided to go down that path and make him a player character.
でタイトルは両方とも僕が決めたんですけども、ライジングっていうのは、雷電をライジングさせるという意味もあります。あるいはライジングさんというか、刀を持ってますんで、日本の象徴の刀を持った雷電をもう一度皆さんに見せたいという思いもあってライジングにしました。
As far as the rising component of the title, that's really about raising up the character of Raiden, bringing him up, kind of like a rising sun kind of concept. He's coming up, stepping up to the stage, being the main character, and also because he uses a sword, he uses a katana, kind of has that samurai feeling to it.
でリベンジェンスはライジング一度ちょっとプロジェクトがうまくいかなくなったんで、ベンジェンス復讐をする、もう一度ライデンが復讐するということなんです。それでは弱い、一回ボツってるんで、それでリをつけて、再々復讐みたいな造語を作ってリベンジェンスとしました。
And as far as revengeance is concerned, this is kind of an internal thing, but at one point Rising did kind of fall apart, and we had to start over from scratch. So it was kind of our goal to make it something that we try again. We would get vengeance, get our revenge upon the old project that fell apart. And so the re is like adding that component of okay, let's try it again, let's restart, let's do it and get our revenge. So that's where that concept came from.
So we premiered obviously the first trailer for Rising Revengeance at the Video Game Awards last year. It was an honor to have you there, and I think fans were excited by what they saw. And got to play the D3. I mean, it's the slicing mechanic is great. I don't know if you guys have gone hands-on. Do you like how it plays? Yeah. The action when you play that game. You're actually working with the folks at Platinum Games on that title. So tell us a bit about that game, the demo, and sort of the progress on that project. People haven't played it. What excites you about where that game is right now and what you're playing?
ですね、とにかく何でも切れます。どのようにでも切れます。こんなゲームないと思うんですけど。
I think, of course, the biggest selling point is that you can cut almost anything and cut things freely, and I don't think there's been a game like that before.
でメタルギアソリッドっていうのはずっと我慢するゲームです。隠れて見つからないのに我慢、ストレスたまるゲームです。
And traditionally, Metal Gear Solid, Metal Gear has been a game where you're always holding back. You can't freely go out there and attack.
世の中に腹立つこといっぱいありますので、皆さん、僕もそうですけど、毎日、頭にきてること多いと思いますね。
And for a lot of people, maybe that adds to the stress that you're experiencing in your everyday life. You want to just go out there and cut things up, but you can't.
そういうものにリベンジェンスするためにも切って切りまくるともう細切れです。このぐらいにしてください。もう思いっきり切ってください。そこですね、やっぱりこのゲームのすごさは。
So this is your chance to get revenge. Go out there, revenge on life, go and cut everything up into small, tiny little pieces. Just cut the enemies like however you want. Do that.
Platinum Games, your partner on this, they've done a great job on it. Tell me about working with them. Because I remember when, I think we met, last summer we were talking about a big secret that Platinum Games is going to be doing this game, that partnership. I think it's absolutely the right partnership for this style of game. But how has it been working with those guys?
非常に楽しいですね。僕大好きなんです。プラチナゲームの人たちとものづくりのソウルというか、そこは非常にパッションがあるので、どっちかというと個人プロの連中よりも好きですね。
Yeah, it's actually been a lot of fun, and Platinum has a lot of cool original ideas, so it's been a lot of fun working with them. They come up with a lot of neat ideas and things that maybe we couldn't think of at Kojima Productions.
プラチナゲームスの最高傑作になると思うんですけど、僕はオオカミが好きなんで、それを超えていただくということで期待してます。オオカミね、オオカミない。
Yeah, so I think this may end up being hopefully.
ごめんなさい。いいです。でオオカミはあれですよね、カプコンの時ですよね。はい。
So basically, he's saying this may end up being, what he hopes will be Platinum's greatest game, and he's a big Okami fan, so he's looking forward to that. I think he stepped back because Okami was done, back when the team was at Capcom, so that's why he kind of stepped back a little bit. But yes, so apologies to Platinum.
All right, we're excited about what you guys are doing with PG on that, and that's coming out next February. Now, it's interesting that you're kind of branching the Metal Gear series in a couple directions here. At one point it was Metal Gear Solid Rising, now it's just Metal Gear Rising. Do you see this as, a new line of Metal Gear games that you could have, other characters from the franchise star in their own game? Would you ever, partner with another outside developer or keep working with Platinum in the future?
あんまりスピンオフっていうのはあんまり好きじゃないんで、そんなには考えてないですけど。
So, first of all, I'm not a huge fan of spin-offs, so it's hard to say at this point.
ただライジングに関してはこれで成功すればフラチナさんと続けてやりたいと思ってます。
But as far as Rising is concerned, if it works out well, I really would like to work with Platinum again and make a sequel.
でザ・ボスを主人公にしてコブラ舞台っていうのは前から言ってるんです。これはスピンオフというよりもこれは僕個人的には作りたいなと思ってます。まだちょっと実現するかどうかわかりませんけど。
Then of course, I've talked previously about a game featuring, the boss as a main character previously, and this is something I really would love to make. That would not be a spin-off. That would be something that I would like to make as a main part of the series.
Are there other developers that you'd love to work with besides PG?
It's hard to say right now, but right now we're really loving working with Platinum.
All right, fantastic. I tried. Metal Gear Rising for Vengeance when it comes out on February 19th. And you guys can stop by the Amazon checkout stand at the Konami booth to pre-order Rising for February. You'll get a free limited edition Metal Gear Rising Revengeance t-shirt if you do that. I think you guys can see what that t-shirt is there. So not as nice as this t-shirt.